Welcome to Political Risk Demystified, your channel for learning, applying, and growing in the political risk industry. If political risk is the intersection of politics and business, then what does the industry actually look like? Who pays for this kind of work? Who hires analysts? And where do people actually land jobs? This video breaks down the industry itself, how it's organized, who the key players are, and how the work gets done. Let's start with a simple truth. Political risk isn't one industry. It's a spectrum of sectors that all rely on political risk expertise, but apply it in different ways. At one end, you have traditional consulting firms. Think Eurasia Group, Control Risks, Veracity, or G3. These firms advise multinational clients, banks, energy firms, tech companies, on how politics affects their operations. Analysts here write reports, brief executives, and forecast geopolitical shifts. They operate a lot like management consultants, fast-paced, client-driven, and regionally focused. Sitting alongside them are commercial diplomacy shops. These firms, like Albright Stonebridge Group, now part of Denton's Global Advisors, specialize in solving problems that live at the intersection of policy, law, and business. They hire former diplomats, trade reps, and foreign service professionals who know how governments work and how to influence outcomes behind the scenes. Then you have the risk management firms, places like Aon, Marsh, or Chubb. These firms focus on insurance-backed political risk. Think expropriation clauses, conflict coverage, or political violence policies. Their analysts are part consultant, part underwriter. There's also a growing role for political risk in financial institutions. Hedge funds, sovereign wealth funds, and private equity shops are constantly evaluating country risk. That might mean building proprietary indices, tracking sanctions exposure, or assessing election risk in emerging markets. Firms like Lazard have dedicated geopolitical advisory arms just for this purpose. Next, you have multilateral institutions like the World Bank and MIGA. These organizations provide political risk guarantees to investors operating in frontier or unstable markets. Their analysts evaluate state stability, investment climates, and governance risk before billions in funding are released. And then there are the non-traditional players. Trade associations, lobbying firms, big law firms. These organizations might not market themselves as political risk shops, but make no mistake. They monitor the regulatory environment, track government action, and help clients navigate policy shifts every day. So that's the landscape. But what about the work? Let's walk through a few real-world examples. When tariffs between the US and China escalated, political risk consultants helped companies across sectors forecast economic fallout and restructure supply chains. During Brexit, analysts modeled how the automotive sector would be hit by new trade barriers and regulatory divergence. When Russia invaded Ukraine, firms raced to advise clients on sanctions exposure, compliance risks, and exit strategies, many of which had to be executed in days. This is what political risk looks like in practice. It's not just writing a memo. It's not just watching CNN. It's helping organizations make high-stakes decisions with limited time, incomplete data, and enormous downside risk. And make no mistake, these firms expect a lot. Client service is the norm. That means rapid turnarounds, customized analysis, and an ability to translate complex geopolitical issues into business-relevant guidance. Even inside a corporation, say at a major tech or energy firm, internal analysts and advisors are expected to do the same thing: connect global developments to strategic outcomes. It's not about being right in the abstract. It's about being useful in the moment. The best political risk professionals bring a few things to the table: cross-disciplinary thinking, data fluency and situational awareness, strong communication skills, and the ability to say, here's what matters, and here's what to do about it. In the next video, we'll go deeper into the actual roles in the field: analyst versus consultant, risk manager versus geopolitical advisor, what these roles do, how they differ, and which one might fit you best. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with which type of org or role you're most curious about. And when you're ready to build real skills and a real network, join the Political Risk Demystified community, where analysts grow together.